I like that one. I really love the first movie because we were all kind of getting to know Pokemon then, and we worked in a tiny booth. And gosh, the first season was freezing cold. You had to wear like 3 sweaters, and so it was just, we're in this tiny room with the director and the engineer out there and working away. And to work on a movie, we were in a big studio room where the picture was big and it felt like something epic. And that I loved. I loved what the movie was about, and I loved working on it. The rest of them were great too, but that one because it was so special. Team Rocket wasn't good enough.
I'm Jen, actually you met me yesterday.
Yes, hi.
Awesome.
Hi.
And I was wondering, while you were doing Ash's voice, what was your favorite Pokemon that he battled with?
Pikachu.
Besides Pikachu, that's obvious.
Well, you know, I'm kind of partial to Charmander, Charizard. I am a fan of lizards as well, so the whole dragon thing, how we look, worked out for me.
Awesome.
No, and that's kind of the way life works out. You don't do anything you say.
But in the new one, it does. The good powers.
Right, which I haven't watched any of the new. I was just Ash in seasons 1 through 8. For any of you who want to talk about the new series, I can't talk about it because I don't know anything about it.
I do.
There's the person to ask. We were all replaced after season 8, and I kind of stopped watching it then. Well, thank you very much. But I just can't really associate the faces with the voices so much, so I just don't watch it anymore, unfortunately. So, but I did hear that Charizard is back, right?
Yeah.
Did I answer your question?
You did.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Nice shirt.
Yes, how did you get the voice for Ash?
We were able to listen to the original Japanese when we were auditioning, so I heard that voice, and I was able to kind of imitate it in a way, bless you. And then also my brother was 10 at the time, so I recorded his voice, and I would say, well, you know, this is how a boy sounds. Most of the boys were kind of like this, a little, and Ash in the beginning was a little, a little stuffy, a little like Rudolph in that Christmas thing. She thinks I'm cute! You know, that whole great thing. So I kind of had that Rudolph in mind, and also Spritle from Speed Racer, which was one of my all-time favorite cartoons. So I kind of thought about the two of those, and my brother, and then that's what I had in mind when I started with Ash.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got one
So
about.
we don't have a lot of stuff at home, but we have a big Pokemon ball. We have a big Pokemon, really big. It held a videotape at one point, and I thought at the end when we all knew that we wouldn't have our jobs anymore, they were clearing out the offices, and there was the giant Pokeball was at the farewell party, and I said, oh wow, what are you going to do with that? And I don't know. I said, I'll take it, thinking I might have a party and have like chips and dip in it or something. So we have that sitting in our house. Ash figures, I think. We have a couple.
But like there's 7 boxes.
Yeah, because I didn't want it to get dirty. We have cats, you know.
They'll probably play with it.
Yeah, they would play with it.
I think we're trying to get the cats to get into the Pokeball. They haven't gotten it down off the shelf yet, but we were making like,
No, what is so awesome? This was hard. Then we put them in. Yeah. So we'll work on that. Put them on Facebook as soon as we get in.
if they get in.
If they get in.
Like getting into the bag to take them to the doctor, so I have to be.
That's right.
I mean, if we put them in and then just close it,
They might. That would be the end.
really be bad.
So we'll see. Wait and see. Tune into Facebook to find out. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Hi. Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So, why did you want to do male voice acting? Did you do a lot of male characters before, or do you have like a preference over that over female?
Girls. I think the easiest answer to that is I just want to work. And so I didn't set out to do a boy's voice, but I set out to act. And it just happened that that audition came my way. It was the first boy role that I ever played.
Was it
So-
one of your first series that you did voice acting in?
I worked on Slayers, that series before that. Yeah, I played Amelia in that. And, yeah, thanks. And so, because I was working on Slayers, they asked me to audition for Pokemon. And that's how I got the audition for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You made all our childhood better words.
Thank you. Anyone who hasn't seen Slayers, ask your parents first. Shame on you. Yes, hi.
There's a new Pokemon.
Gentlemen. No, I have no idea about what's happening with that. Could this be the awkward experience? No, I'm sorry, it's not awkward at all. It's not, it's fine. Some people are leaving. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I have no idea. No one has asked me to continue on with Pokemon, so far I don't think I'm doing it. But I'm available. So,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
Hi. Joe, Pokemon Master.
Welcome. We got a fight on our hands here. We'll see about that.
So, I think I might be talking for more than one person in the room when I say that growing up, Ash Ketchum was very much a role model and very inspirational. My question
Thank
to you
you.
is, what kind of role models did you have growing up, Veronica?
Well, thank you. First of all, I do see Ash as that. I mean, such a positive,
Me and my friend,
going for what he wants.
come up with this. I'm gonna quiz you. Okay, let's just one question.
Okay,
What was the
good.
funnest Pokemon Ash caught?
The funnest Pokemon
The
that he
funnest.
caught?
The funnest.
Like the most fun? The
No,
fun?
the funniest.
Oh, funniest.
Funnest.
Oh, the first?
Funnest. Yeah.
Pikachu? No, what did he? Oh gosh. Like, failed the rest of you. Any other questions?
I might go
Thank you
looking.
so much. I'm mortified. I have to watch the first season now. Yeah, but it's like, oh. Hello. Hi. Nice costume. Or you really need to eat some protein. But you look great.
I have two questions.
Okay. All right.
My first question is, if Ash could have switched Pikachu for any other Pokemon, who do you think he would switch it with?
Well, I have a feeling Ash is just as stubborn as Pikachu, so I don't think he would have switched out. Anyway, he wouldn't have needed those rubber gloves for anyone else, right? So, and he already had a pair. The rubber gloves, I think it's because, for the electricity, so you have if you're wearing sneakers and you can't get hit by lightning, for the rubber grounding, and I think the dish gloves were supposed to be rubber to make him not get electrocuted.
Yeah, but I watched that episode and it looked like it didn't help you at all.
It didn't seem, but he's 10. He was just trying his best. And his mother was nowhere around to say something else, right? I know something, but he did have sneakers on, so it kind of doesn't make sense, does it? I don't know, he needed better gloves. I don't think he would have changed at all. But then he ended up getting the 3 other great Pokemon, so I won't name them right now. It's not Caterpie, I didn't mean that. But with Bulbasaur and Squirtle and Charmander, I did it. I think once he kind of got everybody around, he wouldn't need to trade him. He had all the best. But I don't think he could have, because he's not one to go down with the fight, So he had to win. So he would never have traded him. And what's your next question?
Can I have a hug?
If I give you one, everyone's going to walk off. So maybe on the way out. All right. It's just because of my shoes. But on the way out,
All right, so we did talk about how Ash's mother is absent, but more absent is his father, who never appears on the show ever, right? So I want to know what your theory is as to what happened to Ash's father.
Well, I'm not reaching for water as a way to get out of the question. I was thirsty anyway. Okay, honestly, I have no idea.
Well, just a thought, like your first thought as to what might have happened.
Oh, well, as Ash, I never really thought about it. I figured it's kind of like the cards you're dealt, and so you just kind of go on. And ultimately, I do think that could be the root of why he went on his journey. Not necessarily to search for his dad, but to search for himself. That's what I think. And so, yeah, very deep. Because, who knows what happened, and who knows, really, how much information he was given. So, in a way, oftentimes when you don't have both of your parents, or if you've suffered a loss, whether, family member or something, you seek something outside of yourself or something inside of yourself. So I think that's one of the driving reasons behind his journey. So that's what I really think. But we all joked around that it was Giovanni. But I have no idea about that. But we all joked about that. And I think it was in the live show. But no one ever said anything about it at all. No. Professor Oak is a great father figure for him. Certainly he's smart. Who do you think it was? Silva? Who's a human?
One episode, I don't remember the name.
He's a human?
Yes, he is human.
He was in one that I didn't know. My Ash doesn't know that guy. Yes, it is all debatable and left. But actually, Rena was like 3, 4, and she was in the studio with me, and we were like, oh yeah, you do Centrid, and I said, I think Rena could do it too, so I was holding her up.
We were in the booth, and I think we were both together, and there was a tiny screen in front, and they just were like, these things were like on the ground, and they were like on a farm or something.
Yeah.
Really
You were
weird,
very
and
small.
just popping up, and
Centrid was kind of, Centrid! And then Rena's voice was high like that too, so she just went, Centrid! And then they merged them together, so really I don't know which ones are hers or mine in the shows, yeah. Diggity. It doesn't do a lot, Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, I have 2 things.
Okay.
First thing, what are your 4 favorite Pokemon types? Mine are Psychic, Ghost, Ice, and Fairy.
Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna say fire. Fire, rock, water, grass.
I thought I would have thrown in electric.
I'm gonna leave electric out. because I
Okay,
just wanna
and
say
second thing?
Pikachu.
Second thing, I can sing like Meloetta.
Okay, let's hear it. That's good.